What's up, my Beardos and Weirdos? OneTopic here, and we're taking our first look at r/MurderedByWords. Thank you to everyone who answered that poll a few days ago regarding which subreddit you wanted to see done next, and I can already tell after a quick glance it's going to be a good one. Alright, let's get started.
New post. Elizabeth Warren's plan to cancel student loan debt would be a slap in the face to all those who struggle to pay off their loans.
Like how antibiotics are a slap in the face to all the people who died of the plague? Oh!
Any progress is an insult to every ancestor!
Congratulations on wasting $100 billion landing a remote-controlled buggy on Mars. Not sure how this is supposed to help us poor people here on Earth, but great job. The money doesn't get sent to Mars, idiot. It gets spent and put back into the economy. Just because the government isn't hand-feeding it to you doesn't mean that it left America. If we removed the church from tax exemption, we'd have enough money to send a rover to Mars every 2 weeks. Forever! Not to mention it only costs $2.5 billion, which is what the US military spends every 33 hours. And we spend $7 billion on potato chips a year. Yet NASA is the bad guy. Lol. God dang, someone fact-checked that chips fact. That's really interesting.
Amazon should replace local libraries to save taxpayers money via Forbes.
Fun fact about getting books from Amazon, you have to pay money for them. Anyway, I'm off to pick up my library holds.
But you don't have to pay taxes.
Cost to individually buy the 6 books I have on hold this week, $70. Amount the Altadena Library special parcel tax cost me this week, 75 cents. Someone help me budget this. I'm not the chair of an economics department. A teacher ran out of sick days to stay with his cancer-stricken daughter, so fellow educators chipped in with their sick days, adding up to 100 days. Tales from the working class dystopia repackaged as feel-good stories are getting old. Y'all think it's sweet when you grow Asian till you sit down at Thanksgiving dinner and they passing this around.
Lol. Y'all stay making insensitive butt jokes about other cultures, but when somebody ain't black, talk about yours, the whole Twitter crying. Y'all whole butt hypocrites. Men are gosh darn dogs! You can say that again.
They can be.
And women ain't any darn better. A few years ago, I met a guy. Really nice guy. Probably one of the nicest guys you could ever know. We became good friends. And chatted often. Occasionally, he would call me just to ask how I was. You know, the kind of thing a friend would do. Anyway, one day he asked me to come over to his house to look at his computer. Says it's been slow and maybe had some viruses or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, no sweat. And we go to his house where he introduces his wife, a girl I went to school with. She tries to seduce me and get me to sleep with her. I feel disgusted and refuse. Some time goes by, and this girl messages me one day to tell me her husband had left her. When I ask why, she tells me because she cheated on him and he found out. And now she posts this status on Facebook. Men are gosh darn dogs. I can do nothing but laugh my gosh darn butt off. Thanks for making my day.
I barely made it through that story. That is so savage. Well, geez, I guess she deserved it.
I don't approve of tattoos. Mainly, it is written in the Christian Bible not to mark your body. I love you, Dwayne, but this is the only thing I do not approve of. It's your choice, of course. Lovin' the rock. It also says not to pierce your ears or get a divorce, but one click on your profile shows you obviously pick and choose which parts of the Bible fit your agenda. What if your parents had aborted you? Yeah, okay, what if your parents had decided to have sex on a different day than the one you were conceived on? They would have made an entirely different human being who knows how to mind their darn business.
How much do you get paid for each HPV vaccine? Less than the florist gets paid for the flowers at the funeral for someone who dies of HPV-related cancer.
Chad. Oh, I see. You're an immigrant. Pardon me. Maybe it's just the language barrier then? I recommend some English courses. You'll get the hang of it. Just takes practice.
Ah, that's helpful. Thank you. Might you recommend which language courses I might take? I already have a PhD in English literature, so they would need to build off of that. Oh, Navneet! Sam, I don't know what it is about thinking that you are superior for being able to speak your native language. Try picking up Spanish. Learn basic phrases. Hello, how are you? Please help me, my car ran out of gas. Just like the real basics. And then try to have a conversation with that person. And if you can't do it, oh man, oh geez. Maybe learning another language isn't like the easiest thing ever. And it doesn't make you superior for speaking English. What the fuck? Ignorance.
Because in this country, you are innocent until proven guilty. We don't convict people on social media based on political positions.
Weird you say that, John, because...
She even looks guilty as hell. Lock her up.
Every life is precious. Except you wouldn't say that about the prisoners of our state who commit suicide and are murdered at alarming rates. Every life is precious. Except you wouldn't say that about children with epilepsy who need access to cannabis to meet their medical needs. Every life is precious, except you wouldn't say that about the LGBTQ youth who are bullied into suicide, and the trans folks who are murdered for who they are, but not considered a hate crime. Every life is precious, except you wouldn't say that about victims of rape and incest.
Do you know how many times the word woman is mentioned in the Constitution? 0. ...
Do you know how many times the word man is mentioned in the Constitution?
0. White knight eliminated.
Ooh, I should do a video on white knights.
Y'all find this attractive? Lamau! They're the best gymnasts in the world. I promise you, they didn't get those abs to impress your dusty butt.
This is 2 weeks late on your period. 2 weeks late has arms and legs forming, fingers and toes, and a heartbeat.
It does not, however, have a brain. It has not developed a cerebral cortex and therefore is still roughly 8 weeks away from even being able to breathe or swallow. It is at least 6 weeks away from the development of the frontal temporal lobes of the brain. At 6 weeks, the electrical activity in what would develop into a brain is less developed than the nervous system of a shrimp. 6 weeks is 17 weeks from having brain processing power to react to adverse stimuli. It's starting to form legs isn't even relevant. You don't need legs to be living or a human. You do, however, need a brain and the ability to breathe. 2 weeks after a missed period, what the body has created is an embryo, not even a fetus yet, that is less developed than shrimp.
Oh my jeez. Such a fierce debate going on right now whether or not abortion is alright. If you're not ready to have kids, why have a kid? Gosh, you could be ready to have adult happy fun time but not be ready to have a kid. Why bring up a kid if you do not want one? Good gosh.
Today I signed into law the Alabama Human Life Protection Act. To the bill's many supporters, this legislation stands as a powerful testament to Alabamians' deeply held belief that every life is precious and that every life is a sacred gift from God.
This is what happens when we don't separate church and state. Calling rape a gift makes you as evil as you are stupid. You will be remembered as the woman who condemned minors to carrying their rapist child. I hope your hell is real so you rot there. Alex Hirsch. Elizabeth Warren, let's cancel student loan debt and make college free.
The Navy did that a long time ago.
To get that free education, you literally have to put your life on the line. Point for Warren is you shouldn't have to die just to try to get a good education for a discounted price. Quit trying to brainwash impressionable kids. Oh, I did consider the military when I was younger. And then I was like, and look where I ended up.
Alright, why the hell did our parents let us play in these things? Like, this poop was essentially a bacteria factory, and parents just said, have at it, lol.
Because we were vaccinated. I'm eagerly awaiting a You Go Girl feminist tackle a shooter because they keep telling us women are just as good as men. Ready when you are, ladies. A 60-year-old woman threw herself between the Poway synagogue shooter and the rabbi. She lost her life protecting him. This was literally just a week ago. You want to read about an awesome woman from history? Look up Julie d'Aubigny. She's awesome.
If your ex texts you, I still love you, I want you back, what would be your reply?
See, this is why I left you, always texting your gosh darn exes.
Why are the world wars called world wars when it was only a bunch of white countries beefing over who gets to control and mess up the world the most? Why does everything white suddenly become the world?
Ah yes, the world wars were white. Remember the white countries Japan, China, Egypt, Libya, Morocco, Iraq, Brazil, the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam, Burma, and Ethiopia in the world wars? So white.
Make no mistake, a state that criminalizes abortion but ranks 50th in public education doesn't give a hoop about children.
Alright, my Beardos and Weirdos, that was our first dive into r/MurderedByWords. I do not at all regret going through this subreddit. This was awesome. Thank you so much for the recommendation, guys. You always tell me to look at the most ridiculous stuff. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know what you want to see me do next. Let me know what next video would be awesome to hear. And which subreddit is so ridiculous it should be featured on this channel. Alright, my Beardos and Weirdos. Until the next time, where we take it one topic at a time.
Roll that outro.
Also want to mention I did set up a Patreon. I'm looking at investing in some new equipment. I thought you guys, hey, if you enjoy the channel, maybe you want to support it. And if you don't, that's alright too. But I wanted to give you a look at what it would look like if you did. To my regular fans, thank you so much. Every name on the board here is one of my regular fans. And my super fan, Ross Vegas. Tammy Bledsoe.
Omega fans. Fred Gomez.
And Ghosts Abyss. Weirdos and Weirdos, that was just something fun to whip together. I thought, hey, why not? If you like supporting the channel, that'd be awesome. If you just want to listen in, that's okay too. I'm making these videos for fun. I will be looking at investing in new equipment in the future. It's just taking me a bit of time to set aside that money. So if you want to support that, that'd be awesome. Let me know in the comments below what videos you want to see next. We had some awesome stories today, and I was really happy to be reading them out. The stories are linked in the description, so give those guys a shout out. They're awesome. And hopefully we'll be seeing you in the next video, where we take it one topic at a time.